Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to yet again another live discussion here on the channel. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, guys. And I mean an absolute lot of stuff that we have to talk about today. There's stuff going on with Star Wars Galaxy Edge. Apparently we can't say younglings anymore. It's like the equivalent of Voldemort. Not only that, but we have some stuff going on with the MCU and the X-Men, and possibly the title being sexist. And then, of course, Swamp Thing being canceled that a lot of people asked me about yesterday. Just a plethora of stuff for us to talk about today. I got enough material to do videos for like a month. You know, I started writing down topics yesterday, and then like all this other news broke down. Like, you can't say younglings as Star Wars Galaxy Edge. Give me the fucking break for that shit. And now the Star Wars title the X-Men title is outdated. So before we start getting into super chat questions and whatnot, let's just go ahead and start talking about this X-Men thing. So I'm gonna pull it up right here, okay, and then we'll go off. We'll bounce off this topic, okay. We're gonna talk about other stuff today for sure, but we're gonna talk about this too, okay. So this is what a Marvel executive had to say about the X-Men title. So I bring it up right here, guys, and a Marvel executive, vice president of productions, Victoria Alonso. During an interview about Captain Marvel's home video release, Alonso was asked about the future of the X-Men at Disney, and she says, "I don't know where the future is going," Alonso told Nuke in the Fridge. I guess that was the company or whatever. And she said that the people called X-Men, there seems to be a lot of females superheroes in the X-Men group. I think it's outdated. So Victoria Alonso has threw her hat in the ring as the first motherfucking cocksucker that says the X-Men is outdated. The X-Men is outdated. You know what else is outdated? Mailman and policemen. You know, army men. You know, that's all fucking outdated too, Victoria Alonso. That shit's all outdated too. You know what? Fuck you. I think I speak for everybody when I say, Victoria, go fuck yourself, okay? We waited forever for Disney to finally get X-Men back, right? Finally to get X-Men back. We're finally going to get the proper X-Men movie on screen. And then we got people like fucking Victoria Alonso coming on right on. Well, it seems to be like a lot of females in the group, man. Maybe it's a little outdated. So what do you want them to do? Change the name? You want them to change the fucking name, Victoria? Huh? You want them to change the motherfucking name? Really? It's been around since the goddamn 60s, right? Fucking not Jack Kirby, might have been Jack Kirby, but Stan Lee invented it, man. It's just X-Men, okay? It's just a fucking title, okay? It's not going out of the way to fucking rape your ass, okay? It's X-Men. It's X-Men, because I want to see an X-Men movie on screen from the MCU. I don't want to see it say X-Force or what we got? X-Force. We have what we got? X-Force, and there was another one. We got Excalibur, X-Force, and there was another one. But it just pisses me off, man. It pisses me off because everything offends everybody today. Right? Like, we can't fucking say younglings at Galaxy's Edge because Anakin slaughtered younglings, and parents are upset because the last time we heard younglings, Obi-Wan was going, Anakin slaughtered younglings, so everybody's forbidden to say fucking younglings at fucking Galaxy's Edge. Really? Fucking younglings? We can't say younglings. Something that's pivotal to the history of the Star Wars saga, we can't fucking say younglings. Really? So now we can't have X-Men because it's outdated. We can't say younglings because it's going to offend some family. What the fuck can we fucking say in today? Huh? What the fuck can we say? Then Swamp Thing went and got fucking canceled. Like, really, DC? Really? You canceled Swamp Thing? It had Episode 2 didn't even premiere at the time, and you canceled the shit. Why? Like I was so psyched about Swamp Thing. And oh my God, I can't deal with it. Can't deal with it, guys. Can't deal with it. Cannot deal with it, man. It's like I'm tired of the age where we live in now, to where, we waited so long to get the X-Men back in the MCU, right? We're like, man, we're finally gonna get the X-Men back in the MCU, and I want to see a proper X-Men movie, a proper Fantastic Four movie. And then we have people like this behind the scenes going, well, I think the name is outdated. I think the name is sexist. It's like, really? It's like, you can't, just throw the fucking fans a bone. How many actually women, I'm talking about, actual women on the street. How many actually really give a shit? Really? Really? What are we going to change? Are we going to fucking call them, X-Force now? X-Factor? New Mutants? What are we gonna call them now, man? Come on, guys. We need to grow the fuck up, man. We need to grow the fuck up. It's just a title. And at this point, it's more about the legacy of the title than the actual title. I mean, there's been full groups of X-Men that were all female. I've read them. They're great. The entire group is female. And the title of the book was still called The X-Men. Because they are the X-Men. Who cares? Who cares if they're men, women? It's just, come on, man. And we can't say younglings at Galaxy's Edge. I don't know what pisses me off more. The fact that we can't say younglings at Galaxy's Edge, or the fact that X-Men is outdated. Right? It's ridiculous at this point. It's ridiculous. I don't know, guys. I'll start taking questions whenever you guys want to jump in. Adam actually messaged me an hour ago. He went to go see Dark Phoenix again, the lucky bastard. I wish I was going to see a Dark Phoenix again. Like I said in our review, wasn't the best movie of all time, but I definitely think it's getting, I think it's getting unnecessary hate. Right? I was surprised, right? I'm just reading the comments in our review, and people are just, hating on it. I'm like, I guarantee you, 75% of the people that hate on it haven't even seen the movie. It's like, people are just hating just to hate. And I don't get the idea of why so many people are just hating stuff nowadays. Why is everybody hating, just spreading hate so much? I don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. But it is what it is. But the fact that the name is outdated drives me up a wall. Just drives me up a wall, man. Drives me up a wall. But there's a lot of shit to talk about right now in the MCU, man. Or not just in the MCU, but all over. There's rumors that Batman's not going to be attached to the DCEU. Now we're talking about the fact that X-Men, his name is irrelevant apparently. Yeah, we definitely live in an era of hate. We live in the era where you can't say a motherfucking thing unless you're worried about offending somebody, offending another buddy. Walter comes in with a super chat, my boy Walter 617. Can we get Brightburn universe in the DCEU? Well, we can't. We can get it's sort of like a two-part question there, and it's sort of two answers. One, we can get a Brightburn universe, but we're not going to get it in the DCEU because Brightburn was actually done by, I believe, Paramount, and DC's, of course, with Warner Brothers. But I definitely think we can get a Brightburn universe going. I think it would be awesome. In our review, Adam talked about the fact that if you guys seen the movie, there's this girl in the movie that gets her hand crushed. And Adam was talking about there's rumors going on about that girl possibly rising up as a superhero to try to fight against these evil super people, right? And I don't know if I like that idea. I didn't see anything special about the girl that makes me think that, that she could do anything like that. I much prefer the idea of Because at the end of the movie, they hinted that there's like an evil Wonder Woman and an evil Aquaman, and there was like a couple pictures blacked out. And I would love it if one of them is like a Batman, but he's not evil, and he's just, it's like him versus the evil Justice League, and try to find a way to take him out. And from what someone else told me, came up with an idea they wrote in the review. They said, wouldn't it be awesome if they take like the villains from the DCEU and made them the heroes in this universe? Like, we would have like a fucking good Joker to go against, you know, the bad Batman. We'll have like Zod, like a good Zod, like come to Earth and trying to stop the bad evil Superman. That would be awesome. You know, like for Wonder Woman, we would have like why am I yawning like a jackass? But you know what I mean? That would be awesome. I wish I knew what studio did Chronicles or Chronicle, because Chronicle was another superhero film that wasn't attached to any big franchise, and I thought it was awesome. Right? Like, what if like Dane DeHaan from Chronicle teamed up with a boy from Brightburn, and then these other superpowered beings. It's like this giant connected universe. That would be awesome. I just want to see like who would rise up as the hero. Like, who would be the hero to stop them? Because as good as the movie was, and I love the movie, there was no protagonist to go against the antagonist. Like, at no point did I ever feel like, oh, well, the parents could stop this kid anytime. No, the parents can't stop shit, Walter. But I do think it's funny how, like Legion of Doom from the DCU animated, the movie was good. It set up a great universe. I want to see a good Lex Luthor would be fucking dope, dude. Like, it also, like, get Michael Rosenbaum to come in and play Lex, but good. Walter, Justice League Doom was awesome. That's sort of what I'm talking about. When Batman had to go up against like these evil versions of the Justice League and whatnot, I think that would be awesome. And they did a real good job. I honestly don't understand why people are so much people are hating on Brightburn. Wow, someone came up with a YouTube name called David P. Dumbass. I have to click on this. David P. Dumbass. Holy shit. Why, I can't believe someone actually came up with a YouTube name called David P. Dumbass. Wow. I don't know if I should be, offended or flattered. David P. Dumbass. Let me... The motherfucker actually came up with a David P. Dumbass username. Did he actually use a picture of David P. Dumbass as the icon, though? Oh, one second. I gotta check this shit. This is crazy. I never seen shit like this. David P. Dumbass. I can't tell if he actually go to channel. Yep, he did. He actually used a clip of me as David P. Dumbass in the thing. Bravo, bro. Bravo. You take your trolling to a whole nother level. That never in my day that I ever. Pretty soon we're gonna have David P. Dumbasses. We're gonna have David P. Dumbass shirts and mugs and everything. Julio Rodriguez comes in with a super chat. Hey Rob, lots of people told me they didn't like Brightburn because they said the little kid changes to evil out of nowhere. Thoughts? I completely disagree with that. What's next? The Greg channel? I don't know, Chris. Maybe. The kid doesn't turn evil out of nowhere. No way. Basically what happens in the movie is when he hits his birthday, the age of 12, he turns. He turns from there, right? Because then the ship he came in starts calling to him. And we see from the pictures that he had stuff in his head for a while, right? Like he was drawing like these pictures and like disgusting pictures and whatnot. So, but when he turned the age of 12, his ship started calling to him. And then he was basically drawn to a ship, and the ship is telling things to him in his head. And that kind of what took him to the evil side. I don't understand. What? Why does everybody keep bashing like? Oh, he came evil out of nowhere. Oh, Daenerys turned evil out of nowhere. Oh, Anakin turned evil out of nowhere. It's like, did you guys not pay attention to the movie? Did you not pay attention to the movie? I completely disagree, Julio, with what those people say. I don't know. Have you seen the movie, Julio? Is that what you think? Because I honestly didn't see that. I honestly thought it did a very good job. He was pretty much a normal kid. But when he reached the age of 12, when that ship started calling to him, it started messing with his head. And then he found out that he was an alien and basically he just fucking turned psycho. I mean, that's like saying, Macaulay Culkin and The Good Son turned evil out of nowhere. I was like, obviously they were building that up from the beginning. And it was clear that they were... puberty is the killing age for aliens. Yeah, pretty much. But... yeah, I didn't find that whatsoever being just like a thing, right? I thought it was very well done, and I thought it was set up well. So I don't get where people are coming from with that. Like it was like a 90-minute movie, guys, and a pervert. Yeah, he was kind of perverted, man. But let's be honest. At the age of 13, I think we're all pretty much perverted. Like I remember going through my buddies like Playboy stash and shit at the age of 13. So. We were all pretty much perverted at that time. But yeah, I don't know. I loved the movie. I thought the movie was fantastic. I really did. I really, 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 really enjoyed that movie. Like so much, like I really want to go back and see it again. I'm sitting there thinking, like, man, do I want to go see that? Or do Wednesday I'm going to go to the movies, right? I'm debating if I want to go see Brightburn again or Dark Phoenix again. I'm kind of wanting to lean toward Dark Phoenix because I know Brightburn's awesome. I'm going to buy it when it comes out on Blu-ray. But I kind of want to go see Dark Phoenix again just so I can get like a second thought of that movie because I kind of, like the more I thought about Dark Phoenix, the more I kind of like Dark Phoenix. And the more people hate it, the more I'm fucking liking it. I'm like, oh yeah, you all fucking hate Dark Phoenix? Well, I fucking like it, So yeah, because Adam messaged me. Adam's like, bro, I'm at the movies again. I'm like, what are you saying? He's like, Dark Phoenix. I'm like, why? He's like, had to give it a second shot. I'm like, all right, well, tell me how it is. But yeah, it's like the more people hate it, the more I fucking want to watch it again. It's like, you guys can hate on it. I'll fucking die on this hill. It's almost like Captain Marvel. The more people hated Captain Marvel, the more I fucking liked it. And the more people like Shazam, the more I fucking hated it. I fucking hated Shazam. Shazam was so awful, man. No, I've never seen the Emoji Movie. I'm never going to see the Emoji Movie. I'd rather chop off my dick, stick it in a blender, and drink a cock smoothie than watch the Emoji Movie. That might be a little too much information, but yeah. But to answer your question, Julio, go back to that question. No, I didn't think the turn was out of nowhere. I thought they pretty much established very well what it was going to be. So, CGAs, they are expecting Dark Phoenix only make $37 million instead of $50 million this weekend, making it the lowest of the X-Men movies. Just because people don't care. That's the thing. People just don't care now. I think the majority of people know that Disney has X-Men again, and they know and they heard about this movie having problems. Again, this movie was supposed to come out last year, so people just don't care. When we went to go see it last night, I think there was like 25 people in the theater, and it was in one of the bigger auditoriums. And yeah, it wasn't a bad movie though. That's the problem. It's not a bad movie. So I think people are seeing the score, the Rotten Tomatoes score. They're hearing people say it's a horrible movie, and then they're putting in the fact that it's the kind of a throwaway movie because Marvel has it now, and people aren't just seeing it. I think people, when it comes out on Blu-ray, people will give it more of a chance to realize, oh, this is a pretty good movie. Michael West comes in with a super chat. Swamp Thing canceled. Are you canceling the DC app? Here's the thing. I am extremely upset about that. I am extremely upset about Swamp Thing. As you guys know, last week, I did a review on Swamp Thing Episode 1, and I was singing that show's praises. I was like, oh, this is so good. I'm a massive Swamp Thing fan. I signed up for DC just for that, and then before Episode 2 even comes out, we hear that it got canceled, right? Well, like, we know season 1 got shortened. It was supposed to be 13 episodes, and they canceled the last 3 episodes, and they only made it 10 episodes. And then they went ahead and canceled it all together. It's like, oh, well, we're going to show the rest of them, but we canceled it. So I was like, man, I don't even care about watching episode 2. I'm going to watch episode 2. I might watch it tonight after I get done streaming here. But I'm like, man, what the hell, guys? It's like, seriously, what world do I live in where Titans has a season 2 coming out, but a show like Swamp Thing gets canceled? It's like, this is what I wanted. I wanted a dark, gritty Swamp Thing. And they gave it to me, and I was like, yes. And before people can even view the show, you're canceling it. It's like, episode 1 was awesome. And we haven't even seen episode 2 yet, and you're canceling it? How about you wait and see what's the perception of people that watch it before you say that? Let us finish the season before you tell us it gets canceled. You know? Because now by you saying it's canceled, it makes us not want to invest our time on it. Now, I am going to keep my subscription to the DC Universe app, and that's because for several reasons. One, it still has Young Justice on there. But the main reason why I'm going to keep it is because it has the entire DC comic library on there. Now, if this was 3 months ago, when we only had like 5 issues of this series, 5 issues of that series, then I'd be like, yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and cancel. But now that they added the entire DC comic book library, it's like Marvel Unlimited now. It has every DC comic on there, just like Marvel Unlimited has every Marvel comic on there. So I don't have to buy Marvel or DC comics anymore. I just have to wait for the grace period to be over with and just read it on my app. So I love that. I love that so much. Like I was saying last week, I'm sitting there reading all Jeff Johns' New 52 Aquaman right now, and it's awesome. I don't have to go buy trade paperbacks or go buy the individual comics. You know, I have canceled almost all my Marvel comics. Not almost. I have canceled all my Marvel comics except for Amazing Spider-Man because I have Marvel Unlimited now. I can go back and read X-Men anytime I want. I can go back and read Star Wars anytime I want. You know, so it's like I'm slowly converting to digital age in comics now because it's more convenient. Julio comes in with another super chat. Rob, I think they said they canceled Swamp Thing because it was too expensive to make and not enough people are subbing to the app. That's the reason. That's definitely the reason. They said it was too expensive to make. But it looks awesome. That's why it looks like expensive to make, because it looks awesome. But not enough people are subbing to the app. That is the biggest problem. If there was more people... Well, here's the problem with the app in general. One, I still don't think this thing is on Xbox or PlayStation yet, right? Most people in the demographic that wants to get that app has a PlayStation or Xbox. And people want to watch their shit on TV, right? Now, I'm lucky. I have Chromecast. So I can sit there and go, Swamp Thing, Chromecast to my 55-inch 4K TV and watch it like that, right? I'll give it to you in a second, Daniel. So I'm lucky that way, right? I can just stream the DC app to the fucking TV and watch it. But a lot of people in the demographic in which the DC app is made for has Xbox and PlayStation, and there is no app on there for them, right? Like, you look at PlayStation, Xbox, you have Hulu, Amazon Prime, Netflix, all that stuff on PlayStation and Xbox, right? So you can watch it, right? Like, nobody wants to watch fucking Young Titans on a cell phone or tablet. Maybe some people do, but majority of people want to watch it on the TV. And people aren't going to go out and buy a Chromecast for that. Not when they have an Xbox or PS4. So how are you going to get more subscribers if you keep limited to what they can do? You have to put it on those other platforms. You have to. And it's a big mistake. It's a big mistake. So, yeah, Julio, definitely it's because people aren't subbing to the app. That's 100% correct. Daniel J comes in. Heard Warner Media will cost $16 a month. Thoughts? I don't even know what the fuck Warner Media is. I'm guessing it's gonna be like the Disney Plus, but for Warner Brothers. They can kiss my fucking ass. I'm not subscribing to nothing else after Disney Plus. I got Hulu. I have HBO Now. I have DC. I have Amazon Prime. I have Netflix. I'm done. I'm done. I don't need anything else. Fuck Warner Media. Because another problem with the DC app is it's called the DC Universe app, right? There's no Smallville. There's no Arrow, no Flash, no Legends of Tomorrow, no Supergirl, none of the DCEU movies. So you're charging people for this, and you're not giving them everything that's DC, right? You're giving us Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. Who the fuck cares? You're giving us fucking Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman. Who the fuck cares? Where the fuck is Smallville and Arrow and all this other shit? You know, if you're gonna fucking have, thank you so much, Jesse Lopez. I'll get to your super chat in a second. If you're gonna have a DC universe, make it a fucking DC universe. Have all your animated movies on there. They have some, but like the new Batman Ninja Turtles that came out, not on there, right? So if you're gonna have a DC streaming service app, put all your fucking media on there. You know, Disney Plus, at least when they come out, they're going to have all Star Wars, all MCU, and they're going to have all that on there. And if they don't, damn well I'm going to fucking bitch about it. So if you're going to do a DC streaming service app, you need to have all that shit on there. So, fuck Warner Media. Fuck it. Next question comes from Michael West. Swamp Thing budget is $80 million. Well, The Mandalorian's $100 million. So, but, I mean, well, $80 million, okay, that's fine. But that's expensive, sure, but it looks great. You know, expand your fucking app. Get more subscribers. Canceling shit and doing mediocre fucking crap like Titans isn't going to help expand it. So thank you, Michael West, for your super chat. Jesse Lopez writes, shout out, Rob. Hope all goes well with the car. So far, so good. Knock on wood. Walter617, DC animated movies are better. They are better. They are better. They really are. And they have their, like, there's a set of them that has their own connected universe, which is better than the DCEU. But like I said, not even all of those are on the DC streaming app, right? Like, I want an app. I think we live in a day now where what's up, Warren? I'll get to you in 1 second, buddy. We've been talking about Warren. We've been talking about Brightburn pretty much for like the past 30 minutes. I've been talking about it on and off, so we can definitely get into some Brightburn conversations for sure. But I just got done talking about it like 10 minutes ago. I was talking about it for like a good 15 minutes straight. But back to this Disney or DC streaming service, they have to make the platform available for Xbox and Xbox and PlayStation, and then a lot of people overseas don't even have that DC app. It's not even available for people overseas. They had to watch Titans and shit through Netflix. So they kind of botched it, I think, a little bit. And then they have like a budget for a production. They had this show called the DC Daily on the universe, on the DC streaming app. And it's like, why are you spending money on this show? Does anybody watch this show? I watched this show twice. I'm like, this is the most cringy-worthy show I've ever seen in my life. It's like you have a bunch of people from like Collider and shit that got fired, that have no place to go, that are on this, like you have like fucking Clark Wolf, Hector Navarro, and I like Hector Navarro a lot. And Sam Levine, all these people on this fucking DC Daily Show, and they're talking about like DC comics. And Clark Wolf never read a fucking DC comic in her goddamn life, right? They tell her what's gonna be on tomorrow's show, and then she'll go home and read that fucking issue or whatever, and then she'll talk about like she read it her entire life. Like Clark Wolf never read fucking DC comics in her life, right? Where the fuck is Jason Inman and Tiffany Smith and Jason Inman's wife, something Robinson. What the fuck is her name? I can't remember her name. Rebecca something Robinson. I don't even know. I feel bad for not knowing her name because I like her a lot. But like those are people that are DC nerds. Why aren't they on the show? Why you got Clark Wolf on the show? The point I'm trying to make is, how much money are they spending on that, doing that shit every fucking day when nobody watches it? Nobody watches the DC Daily Show. Fucking cancel that shit. I tried to watch it like 3 times, and it was the most cringeworthy shit I've ever seen. Cringeworthy. It's just them blowing up the smoke up their own asses. It's cringeworthy. But stop canceling good shit. Get the fucking DCEU properties and the CW properties on there. Get all your animated movies on there. And cancel stupid shit like your DC Daily shit. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. Warren Wright writes, can you talk about Brightburn? I mentioned that already. Michael West comes in with super chat. Birds of Prey budget is $75 million. Is that too low? No, that's perfect for the Birds of Prey movie. You don't want... The biggest problem with Hollywood right now is they're giving too much money for these movies, right? Like, I remember the Channing Tatum Gambit movie. It was supposed to have like a budget of $200 million. Are you fucking crazy? $75 million is fine. I think, the first Deadpool movie was like $70-80 million? And look what that first Deadpool movie did, right? Birds of Prey, $75 million. To be honest with you, the lower the budget, more often than not, the better the movie is. And the reason why that is because when the budget's low, they have to be creative. They have to go, well, you know what? We can't afford to have this giant climax. Let's see if we can be more creative and come up with something different. And you most often than not, you get a better movie. You get a much better movie. And then you don't have to worry about not making your money back, because you probably make your money back. I believe the Joker has a low budget. The Joker movie coming out this year. I guarantee you that's going to make like 4 times its budget back. So I like when movies have low budgets. I want to see more movies with low budgets. I think the MCU should have more low budget movies. Like, I think the Shang-Chi movie should be about $70-75 million. I think the Black Widow movie should be about $75 million. I'm trying to think of more off the top of my head. Some of those smaller movies you can make with a much smaller budget. So, thank you for sending in a super chat, Michael West. Julio Rodriguez comes in. Rob, completely random, but did you ever thought about doing a podcast series with Adam or CGA? Dude, I am not going to lie to you. This is something we have been discussing almost daily. Here's the thing. As you guys may or may not have noticed, in the last couple live streams, I have a green screen behind me. So that's me testing stuff out. So last night, Adam came over and we did the Dark Phoenix live review. And we were in front of a green screen with the X-Men, poster behind us. As you can see right now, I got this generic theater curtain behind me, which I can turn it into anything. Let me see. I can turn this image into anything, really. Here, I'll put Marvel Studios behind me. Okay? I can put blue behind me. I can put anything behind me on the fly. And so to answer your question, this is something that I've been talking very, very heavily, because I want to do a show. I've been wanting to do like a show like Collider for a long time, or not like Collider now, but like AMC back when Campion was in it. But I've been wanting to do a live podcast with a guest at least once or twice a week, and I wanted to get like Adam over for one and Chris over for the other. Chris is the one I want to get on almost full time, for a couple reasons. One, Adam lives 2 hours from me, so if he comes over, it's a whole day's thing for him. It's a 2-hour drive here, 2-hour drive there. That's a 4-hour drive for Adam. Chris lives about 45 minutes from me. He lives in like a town or two away from me. Besides, me and Chris were the ones that kind of got into YouTube at the same time. I got into YouTube because me and Chris, CGAs, were talking about doing like this fanboy rant show. And so Yes, this is something we've been talking about heavily. I text Chris today. I'm like, hey, would you think about the green screen setup? I have plans to take the back side of my room, my little studio here, put up a big green screen, get another computer monitor, put over there, couple microphones, and start doing a live thing. The problem is my work schedule during the day and Chris's work schedule conflict. So the days I'm off, he's working. The days he's off, I'm working, and I work the piss poor schedule. Right, I work from 1 to 10. So by the time I get off, everybody's pretty much going to bed. So it's something heavily been talked about. We are still talking about it. We're still trying to work things out. Once I get my car together, once I get like my car paid off and everything, I pay back that $3,900. I can start investing in more equipment again, and then I'm either thinking about buying a separate laptop and have a whole podcast studio on that side of the room, and then keep this set up for this side of the room. Because right now I have the way my studio is set up, I have this corner for filming my YouTube videos, and I have that corner for my skits filmed green screen, and I can turn that into a studio. But I would have to have another computer because I can't drag my microphone over there or my monitors over there, unless the only way that would work is if I have someone monitoring the equipment while we do that. So if I had like me and Chris, and then maybe if I hired someone to come in to take care of the technical work and stand in front of the computer screens here and make sure we're both coming across on the screen, we're both stopping, and they're starting to stop in the stream. There's a lot of technical work in it. And that's the thing that's coming, kind of the problem right now, is because it's not just as easy as just getting in front of the screen and talking, because I have to, when I'm doing it, like last night with Adam during the Dark Phoenix video, I had to, put Thanos behind me. I don't think I have a picture of Thanos. Actually, I do. I do have a picture of Thanos. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can find a good picture of Thanos. Here's Thanos. You can't really see him, but Thanos is behind me. But what I was trying to say is that I need to be able to do the technical work. And yesterday I was trying to run the stream, do the technical work, as well as monitoring the chat, keeping the conversation going. There's a lot of work on my side I had to do. And I would love it, maybe one day, if I can hit 100,000 subscribers, if I can hit 100,000 subscribers, and 2-3 days a week, if I can hire somebody to come in, take care of the technical work, and then me and Chris can sit there and just bullshit, it would be fantastic. I would love that. If anybody wants to volunteer, hit me up on Twitter. We can talk. Because, if you're someone who's very knowledgeable that wants to possibly be guests on the show, we can make that work. Hit me up on Twitter. If you're technical, I can teach you guys. It's not hard to run this stuff. But, it's very simple. But it's a work in progress, and like everything, it costs money. I would have to get like another microphone. Then I would have to probably figure out how to get the soundboard and everything. It's really a mess, but it's something that me and Chris have heavily been talking about. I think with Adam, it's just gonna stick to the movie reviews live, because me and Adam sees all the big movies. Now, right now, what we're also talking about doing is when Spider-Man Far From Home comes out, it's possibly going to be all three of us together, which is going to be fucking chaos. It's going to be awesome, but it's going to be chaos at the same time, because it was almost impossible to get my fat ass in there with Adam on screen and then get all three of us. I kind of have it worked out. I got a big enough wall space, but I'm gonna have to have someone manning the computer in order to pull that off. So maybe I can talk Autumn into manning the computer that night and just make sure she reads the questions and whatnot. But I'm gonna have to bring my Yeti over there, and it's gonna be a whole thing, man. It's gonna be a whole thing. Now I was looking at a cheap computer display for $90, like a little 19-inch thing. If I can somehow get that and find a mount to put it on and put it over there, and then I can just man everything from over there, and then all I would have to do is just unhook the Yeti and bring the Yeti over there. So that is something I'm thinking about too. So I'm definitely thinking about it, but I want to get guests on the show. One of my favorite live streams is when I had Chris on, and we were just talking about everything under the sun. And you guys were participating in the chat, and then we were just talking about back and forth with different things, and I just enjoyed it. It was just a fantastic show that I would love to do more often. Michael West comes in with a super chat. Are you going to watch Batwoman? Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. Just because the trailer, I didn't like the trailer, doesn't mean I'm not going to watch it. Now, I'm all caught up on Arrow. I finished watching Arrow last week. This morning, I finished the season finale of Flash, so I'm all caught up with Flash. Not going to lie, the last episode had me in tears. Now I got to binge Supergirl. I haven't watched this season of Supergirl, so that's up on Netflix. Now I'm going to binge that. And then I'll be caught up for next year with Crisis on Infinite Earth. I still been, before I even touch Supergirl, though, I'm going to go watch Chernobyl. I've been dying to watch Chernobyl all fucking week. It's I want to watch Chernobyl. So before I even jump on Supergirl, I'm going to go catch Chernobyl because I've been wanting to watch that. And I've been hearing really, really good things about Chernobyl. So, so that's definitely something I want to go check out before I watch Supergirl. But just because the trailer was bad, and it had a lot of bad moments in it. Look at Titans. Titans was bad, man. The trailers for Titans was bad. The first episode was okay, but every episode after that was bad, and I still ended up watching that whole damn season. And I believe Batwoman is only gonna be half the episodes that normal seasons are. Usually Arrow, Flash, Supergirl are 21, 22 episodes. I think Batwoman's only gonna be half that, so that's less shit I have to go through. And I understand it's network television, but I really hate the fact that these shows are 21, 22 episodes long. It's because there's so much going on through the season that you can just throw it away. I can't tell you how many episodes of The Flash this year that I watched. I'm I just don't care. I don't care about fucking Killer Frost's parents. I don't care about these things. I don't care about Cisco's date with this Asian chick. I don't care about Sherlock's ex-wives. I don't care about Killer Shark wanting to become human and have a fucking I just did not care, right? Most of that season I did not care until about episode 17 when things started picking up with Nora and finding out that she's working with Reverse Flash, and then the relationship between her, Barry, and Irish, and then Reverse Flash, and where was this going on? And Cicada sucked. Oh my god, that was the worst fucking villain of all time. I thought that one villain from Arrow, something Black, I think his name was, whatever the fuck his name was, that one dude, the business guy. I thought he fucking sucked. Cicada fucking sucked even more. And the fucking actor who played him is just going, I gotta kill all metahumans. It's get the fuck out of my face, man. Go fuck yourself. But, yeah, just, but I hate them being 22 episodes. But go back to the original question is, yes, I'm still going to give Batwoman a try because I'm a comic book fan. I'm a comic book fan. Jesse Lopez comes in with super chat. Levy and Momoa said in an interview that Cavill's not out as Superman. Don't care what they say. If there's no Man of Steel, there's no Henry Cavill. I don't know who Levi is, but I know who Jason Momoa is. And I don't care what they say. Henry Cavill's out. Guys, Ben Affleck sat there in the middle of Hall H at Comic-Con and said that he would play anything in Matt Reeves' movie. Right? He lied to our face for over a year. And then out of nowhere, he's like, yeah, I'm out. I don't give a fuck. If Henry Cavill was still playing Superman, he would have been in that Shazam cameo. It took 5 minutes. You're telling me that Henry Cavill couldn't fly in for one day to film that cameo? Oh, Zachary Levi. Yeah, fuck Zachary. What the fuck does Zachary Levi know? He just got to the fucking dance. He just got to the dance. How the fuck? What inside information does Zachary Levi have? Right? Like he's fucking Shazam. He's like the lowest person on the totem pole. Like, who the fuck is he? Like, what inside source does he have? Right? Well, like, Cavill's out. Affleck is out. Ezra Miller's out. Ray Fisher's out. 80% of your universe is no longer there anymore. You got Wonder Woman with her shitty-ass poster. I don't care what anybody says. That poster is shitty. It looks like fucking Ray Charles had some fucking paint and he painted that shit. Like what? Gal Gadot looks fantastic as Wonder Woman, but that background of that poster completely takes away anything that she's doing in that poster. Like you're just being hit with color. You're like, whoa! It's like, get the fuck out of there. But what does Zachary Levi know? He doesn't know anything. Does he have Henry Cavill on speed dial? You're like, Henry, are you still Superman? And Henry's like, yeah. Hey, Henry Cavill said he's still Superman. Dude, like you said, if there is no Man of Steel 2, there is no Henry Cavill. Guys, let's not forget, last year, Henry Cavill and Christopher McQuarrie went up to WB and pitched a Man of Steel sequel, and WB turned it down. Christopher McQuarrie, God, if fucking someone like Christopher McQuarrie comes and pitches you a fucking Man of Steel sequel, you fucking do it. Okay? You fucking do it. Right? And they're like, no, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. You know why? Because we have 500 fucking Joker movies we want to do. We have a Batman trilogy that's not going to be connected to a goddamn thing. We have to do a Trench movie. It's like, give me a fucking break, dude, man. I guarantee you, if they did a poll and said, what's the next DCEU movie you want to see? I guarantee you Man of Steel 2 would like win that fucking poll. Like I'm gonna do that poll tomorrow. You know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna do that poll right now. Okay? I'm gonna do that poll right now. So on my channel, I'm gonna post a poll. I'm gonna see what the results are gonna be. Which DCEU film would you rather see next? Okay? Here are the options. Man of Steel, Man of Steel 2, The Trench, Aquaman 2, Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman 1984, and those are my only options. So there's 5 options, okay? 5 options. Man of Steel 2, The Trench, Aquaman 2, Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman 1984. Okay, so those are the options. And which DC film would you rather see next? Or should I call something out? Which DC film would you rather see next? Okay, I like that. So, okay, it is live. You guys can go cast your votes. And in tomorrow's video, because I haven't filmed tomorrow's video yet, I'm I will either post the results tomorrow, or and if I live stream tomorrow night, which I probably will, I will go over the results in tomorrow's live stream. But I'm telling you, it's like people want to see Man of Steel. People want to see Man of Steel. Okay? For a lot of people, just click on my channel. If you want the link, just click on my channel. And, here, let me see if I can find it. You have to be a subscriber for one. And then, yeah, just click on my channel, go to the community tab. Just click on my channel, go to the community tab, and it'll be there. And then you can just click on it. I guarantee you I'm going to have people click like the trench just to be fucking dicks. Man of Steel's winning right now with 75%. Aquaman with 12%. Wonder Woman with 12%. I guarantee you, like, Trench and Birds of Prey is going to be, like, last on that fucking thing. But, yeah, so if I live stream tomorrow, I will post the results. And then I'll have, like, another poll for tomorrow. We'll start doing that. Like, we'll start doing, like, a poll every stream. I feel sort of like what Campia does. But, hey, I'm building up, guys. I'm building up to it, okay? But, I really need to hire, like, a small staff, man. I need someone to run this technical shit for me. But, yeah, so it just bothers me. It bothers me to no end how people like let's start a petition. That's right. We started a petition over everything. But it just bothers me how so many people or like Zachary Levi and Jason Momoa is like so answer your thing, Jesse Lopez, like, yeah, Jason Momoa and Zachary Levi say he's still in. Like, what the fuck do they know? Are they his agents? Are they his manager? Fuck no, they don't know shit, man. They know absolutely nothing, right? Just like for a year, like maybe even a year and a half, Ben Affleck sat there and lied through his teeth. Yeah, I'm still Batman. I'm Batman. And then he shows up on like Jimmy Kimmel or something and it's like, yeah, I'm not Batman no more. Like, no fucking shit. We knew that like 2 years ago. It just kills me, man. It kills me. I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Let me see how we're doing here. I might be ending the stream here in a second. My throat's starting to hurt. It's not fully healed yet. And I haven't took no medicine or ibuprofen in about a couple hours, so I haven't gargled out with salt water either, so I was supposed to do that. So my throat's starting to get a little scratchy, especially when I'm yelling like I am. You know what I mean? But so I'll answer a couple more questions if you guys have a couple more questions, and then we're gonna end it for the night. But let me check and see what's going on with this poll. I'm really curious what's going on with this poll. 65% for Man of Steel 2, 4% for Trench. Someone actually voted for the Trench. It had to be multiple people too if it's 4%. Right now the two leaders are Wonder Woman and Man of Steel, which those would be my two votes too. But yeah, I would definitely go Man of Steel, you know. What sucks about this poll is that two of these movies are already in production. Like Wonder Woman 1984 is like being made, and so is Birds of Prey being made. So there's nothing we can do about that. But like Man of Steel, The Trench, and Aquaman 2 aren't being made yet. But Aquaman is in like heavy development right now. But I don't know. It's curious to see what's gonna happen. Where's the poll? You have to go to click on my channel and go to the community tab on my channel. But I think you have to be a subscriber though. I'm not certain, but if you just click on my channel name, go to my channel made page, go to the community tab, and then you guys can vote right there. And then tomorrow during the live stream, I will post the results that we can check out. So guys, we got a super chat here coming in. I was just about to end it for the night. Walter617 comes in. Henry Cavill as The Witcher thought. So I never played the Witcher games. I actually own Witcher 3, just never got around to playing it. I own a lot of games. I never get around to playing it. Between my full-time job and YouTube as my full-time job, that is my life. YouTube and my job consume my life. I have very few time, like a very little time throughout the day to actually to do stuff. And I just bought a video game the other day. I had like 30 extra bucks, and I'm probably gonna return it. I haven't even opened it yet. I think I'm gonna return it because, like I said, I still owe like $3,900 on my car. Um, but it was Hollow Knights, and I with my Best Buy membership, I get 20% off, so I pay like 25 bucks for it. But I haven't opened it yet because I haven't had time to play it. But I'm thinking about returning it because, like I said, I owe money for my car and all that stuff. So I don't get a lot of time to play video games. So I have The Witcher 3, never got around to playing it. I do like Henry Cavill for the pick, although I don't like the pictures I've seen of him. He looks very like clean shaved, and you can really tell it's a wig. Where if you look at Witcher 3, he has more of a scruff on his face, and I think Henry Cavill should have grown more of a scruff out there so it doesn't look so jarring with like the clean face and then the wig. But that's just me nitpicking on it. But it's definitely, even though I haven't played the game, it's definitely something I'm going to check out when it comes out because I'm a fan of Henry Cavill. I thought he was awesome in Mission Impossible Fallout, and I would love to see Henry Cavill come over to the MCU, to be honest with you. I think he could probably play like Mr. Fantastic or something, dude. Like seriously, like if they're not gonna get like John Krasinski or whatever, get Henry Cavill or something because they're just wasting Henry Cavill over at the MCU. They're just, or the DCEU. Warner Brothers is just wasting Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill has so much better stuff he could be doing, and unfortunately, Warner Brothers is just dropping the ball with him, in my opinion. So. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end it for the night. My throat is really starting to kill me. I appreciate everybody for coming in, checking out the live stream, everybody who participated in the super chat discussion. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. Tell me if you guys think the X-Men name is outdated, or do you think it's about as ludicrous as the fact that we can't say younglings anymore. Also, guys, be sure to go over and check out that poll. Tell me what's the next DCEU film that you would like to see, and we will talk about that on tomorrow's episode. And until then, guys, as always, I am Robert Storms, and that's my opinion. Good night, everybody.